I congratulate the UPDF for finally doing the right thing for Uganda. Now, in order to know the right thing and the wrong thing, those Bantu, these African dialects have got a lot of words which are very accurate compared to other languages. The ones I know, like English, which is not very rich in vocabulary. There is the one in Nyankore, there are 3 words: okuhisa, okujabura, okukonesa. 3 words. These are to do with food. Okuhisa means to cook the food properly until it is ready. They say, yahisa. Okujabura is to, you can see English is a poor language. Because they call it to dish out. But in our dialects, okwihura, and I think Baganda call it okujura, would be to serve food when it is ready. But okujabura, you serve it when it's not ready. It's not fully ready. Yashabura. Then okukonesa is when the food gets distorted. It can no longer be properly cooked because you have undercooked it. Biakona. In fact, many times they throw it away. This is what was happening with the army here. The British were here from 1894 for 68 years. But in that time, they never created capacity for leadership of the army. The first 2 Ugandans who went for a leadership course were in 1958. They went for a senior NCU course in Kenya. I think Langata or something like that. Senior NCU course, like a sergeant's course. And who are these 2? Shaban Opolot and Idi Amin. They were the first ones, after almost 60 years of the British using our people in their military. Then the first officer cadet to go to Sandhurst was a man called Kargaba. This was in 1961-62. He's the one who hosted our independence flag in London. That was all. So, when we got independence, we had no... Now, when you go... So when we came, we had to study the anatomy of preparing security managers, defense managers. When we were training our people in Mozambique, the Mozambicans would say, number 1, individual acts of a soldier. Acts individual. You yourself, an individual person, to be a good soldier. To know your weapon, to know how to handle it, to know how to take cover, how to advance under fire, yourself as an individual first. Acts individual, an individual soldier, then they put you in a group, a squad. We are using even squad, 3 people who can operate in the guerrilla independently. Then a section. So you have gone from an individual soldier, but prepared as an individual soldier, but they tell you, no, you must act as a group. You must be part of the group. So you become part of the group in a section of 12. Then you know that a section cannot be alone. It must be with other sections, and you form a platoon. Now, you must have leaders to lead the section, leaders to lead the platoon, officer cadets who are qualified as junior officers. So when we took over here, there was no officer cadet school to train somebody to lead 30-something people, 40 or something like that, a platoon. There was no officer cadet school. That's why we had to send our officer cadets to Monduli, to Tanzania. Now, that was how to lead, to be an officer first, then you do a platoon commander's course, you learn how to not only be officer, but also command a platoon properly. We developed that. We started with the Jinja, then we built Kavamba. Then you must go for a company commander's course to command a company. That one initially, those who were in UNLA, you remember, the company commander's course was being conducted by a group called BMAT, British Military Training Team, here in Jinja. Ugandans were not able to conduct that course. That now we have. So from platoon commander, after some time, you can go for company commander's course. Then after you have known how to command, I'm saying this for especially the public to understand what all this means. Then commanding a company, you can command a battalion, but all this time, you have not been properly exposed to administration. That's why you hear our people talking of junior staff college, senior staff and command college. There you go to do administration, because when you command, do this, do that, that's command. But which administrative practices support that command? The writing of the orders, the communication of the orders, the logistics to support the order. That's how now eventually we had, in the time of Obote II, people were going to a place called Kambale for staff college in UK, but we built our staff and command here at Chimak. Now, there used to be another course called Combined Arms Course. I don't know why it was removed. Where was it put?